Imagine this, you're lying in bed, your final moments, the last breath, and all around you, everywhere you look, is gold, pure gold, mountains of it, billions of tons, more wealth than any human has ever imagined, more wealth than exists in all of human history combined, and it means absolutely nothing. Because you're dying, all that gold can't save you, can't extend your life by a single second, can't cure the disease, can't prevent the inevitable. You're surrounded by unimaginable wealth, and it's completely, utterly meaningless. This is the human paradox. We spend our entire lives pursuing wealth, gold, money, material possessions. We sacrifice relationships, health, happiness. We chase accumulation. Like we tell ourselves, if I just get enough wealth, I'll be satisfied, I'll be secure, I'll be happy. And we're lying to ourselves, because wealth is only valuable while you're alive to use it. And when you're dying, surrounded by gold, that gold is worth exactly zero. It can't buy you another moment. It can't purchase peace. It can't ease the pain. Like, it's just heavy metal taking up space. But here's what's genuinely unsettling. There's a place in the universe where there is that much gold. Billions and billions of tons. More gold than exists on Earth, more gold than humanity has ever mined, a place filled entirely with precious metals, a place where a handful of material would make you the richest person in history. And it's also the most dangerous place in the universe. Two neutron stars are colliding right now, somewhere out there in the cosmos, and when they collide, when they smash together at nearly the speed of light, the collision creates something astronomers call a kilonova, an explosion. And this explosion creates something remarkable. It creates gold. Vast quantities of gold, literally forged in the collision, created from the extreme conditions, ejected into space, floating as particles and dust, gold that's now traveling through the galaxy, and some of it might be heading toward Earth, and if it reaches us, we're dead. Not because gold is poisonous, but not because the metal would harm us, but because the collision that creates the gold also creates something else, something far more dangerous, radiation. So you get neutron radiation, gamma rays, electromagnetic waves so powerful they could sterilize the planet. And here's the irony that should haunt you. The most abundant source of gold in the universe is also the most deadly phenomenon. The place where you could find unlimited wealth is the same place that would kill you instantly if you got close enough to claim it. The universe is laughing at greed, and the punchline is lethal. Stay with me for the next 25 minutes, because understanding why neutron star collisions are more dangerous than black holes, understanding how these collisions create gold, understanding what happens if one reaches Earth, this will reveal something profound about the universe's sense of irony. And it will show you why pursuing wealth at all costs is the human tragedy playing out across our species. Neutron stars are the densest objects in the universe besides black holes. They're the collapsed cores of massive stars. Imagine the entire mass of the sun compressed into a sphere the size of a city. That's a neutron star. Two neutron stars can orbit each other, spiraling inward, gradually losing orbital energy. Eventually, the orbital decay brings them to collision. And when they collide, like when they actually touch, the collision releases energy comparable to trillions of nuclear bombs. And in that collision, elements are forged. This is one of the most profound discoveries in astronomy. Neutron star collisions create heavy elements, gold, platinum, silver, all the precious metals, all the rare earth elements. They're all created in these cosmic collisions. Like, the process is called R process nucleosynthesis. In the extreme temperatures and pressures of the collision, neutrons are captured by nuclei, heavy elements are built, elements heavier than iron, elements that normally don't exist in stars, elements that don't form through ordinary stellar processes. The collision ejects material into space. This material is rich in the newly created elements. Gold, platinum, elements scatter across space. Some settle into new planets. Some form into asteroids. Some become part of the interstellar medium. And here's what's profound. Most of the gold in the universe comes from these collisions, not from stellar processes, not from supernovae in the traditional sense, from neutron star mergers, from these cosmic collisions. Every gold atom on Earth, every wedding ring, every piece of jewelry, every gold coin traces its origin back to a neutron star collision that happened billions of years ago. You're wearing gold that was forged in one of the most violent events in the cosmos. You're wearing the product of a collision that released more energy than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime, and you're pursuing it as if it means something. The irony becomes clearer. You're chasing material that was created in an apocalyptic event. You're treasuring something that emerged from catastrophic violence. You're building your life around wealth that was literally born from cosmic annihilation. And somewhere out there right now, another neutron star collision is happening. Another collision creating gold. Another apocalyptic event forging the very material humans kill each other over. The universe is full of these collisions, not constantly, but regularly, on cosmic timescales, happening somewhere, creating gold, creating the material of wealth, creating the substance that drives human greed, and every time one happens, danger travels with it. Neutron star collisions create more than just gold. They create something far more dangerous. When two neutron stars collide, they merge. The merged object, the remnant, is something extreme. It might become a black hole. It might remain a neutron star. It might be something in between. The outcome depends on the mass and specific conditions. But regardless of what forms, the collision releases radiation. Intense, deadly radiation, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet radiation, all streaming outward at the speed of light. This is called a short gamma ray burst. It's one of the most powerful explosions in the universe, a burst of gamma rays so intense that if directed at Earth from a distance, it could be deadly. The burst travels at light speed. It reaches planets billions of miles away in hours or days. And if the burst is directed at a planet, if a planet is in the path of the radiation, the consequences are catastrophic. The atmosphere would be ionized. The ozone layer would be destroyed. The surface would be exposed to lethal radiation. Life would be sterilized. Civilization would end. And we have no warning system for this. We're not monitoring the sky specifically for neutron star collisions. We detect them after the fact. When the light arrives, we see the burst. We note the event. We publish papers. But we don't prepare for the possibility of one occurring close enough to be dangerous. We don't have bunkers designed to protect against gamma ray burst radiation. We don't have contingency plans because it's statistically rare on human time scales. The nearest neutron star collision would have to occur within a specific range to cause planetary scale damage, and such collisions, while regular on cosmic timescales, are incredibly rare nearby. The probability of one occurring close enough to threaten Earth and human history is small, but it's not zero. And here's what's unsettling. We might not know until the burst arrives. By then, it's too late. The radiation travels at light speed. If you're in the path, you're dead before you know the collision happened. And the gold created in that collision, that wealth forged in catastrophe, nobody will be alive to claim it. Black holes are terrifying in theory. The concept of a place where gravity is so intense that nothing escapes, it's mind-altering. But black holes are actually relatively safe. A black hole doesn't emit radiation. It just sits there. It doesn't attack. It doesn't create explosions. If a black hole passed through the solar system, it would cause gravitational disruption. Yes. Planets might be dislodged from orbits, but the black hole itself wouldn't create a burst of deadly radiation. The neutron stars are different. Neutron stars emit radiation. They spin. They create magnetic fields. When they collide, the collision releases unimaginable energy in the form of radiation bursts. A single neutron star collision can release more energy than a supernova, more energy than black hole formation. The burst of radiation is one of the most powerful phenomena in the universe, and black holes don't do this. Black holes are dangerous only if you get close enough for gravity to affect you. At distance, black holes are essentially invisible, inert. They don't send radiation across the galaxy. They don't threaten distant civilizations, but neutron star collisions. The radiation travels vast distances. A collision that occurs light years away can still reach Earth. The burst doesn't need line of sight. It travels through interstellar space unimpeded, which makes neutron star collisions the deadliest cosmic event for civilizations at distance. And here's what makes it worse: black holes are singular. A black hole will remain a black hole. It won't suddenly change behavior, but neutron stars are dynamic. They pulse, they flare, they eventually collide. The collision is inevitable if two neutron stars orbit each other, so the collision is coming somewhere, sometime, creating gold, creating danger, creating a wave of deadly radiation heading toward planets. Neutron star collisions create something else that opens a new avenue for danger: gravitational waves. When two massive objects collide, they distort space-time itself. The distortion creates ripples, waves of gravitational disturbance traveling at the speed of light, and these are gravitational waves, and they can be detected. In fact, neutron star collisions are one of the primary sources of gravitational waves that scientists can detect. When the LIGO detector, one of the most sensitive instruments ever built, can detect the gravitational waves from neutron star collisions happening light years away. But here's where it gets interesting: gravitational waves themselves might be dangerous. The waves are distortions of space-time. They literally stretch and compress space. If a powerful gravitational wave passed through Earth, it would stretch and compress the planet slightly, not catastrophically. The effect is subtle, but if the source is close enough, if the gravitational waves are intense enough, the effects could be significant. Scientists have speculated, could a nearby neutron star collision produce gravitational waves powerful enough to trigger earthquakes on Earth? Could the wave damage infrastructure? Could it disrupt biological systems? The research is preliminary, the danger is theoretical, but it represents a new vector of threat from neutron star collision, so you're facing multiple dangers from a single event. The radiation burst, the gravitational waves, the potential for secondary effects we don't fully understand, all coming from a single collision, all potentially threatening. Here's the philosophical core of this tragedy. All that gold created by neutron star collisions is essentially inaccessible to us. The gold is ejected into space as particles and dust. It's scattered across light years. It's mixed with other material. It's traveling at relativistic speeds. Even if we wanted to collect it, we couldn't. The technology doesn't exist. The distance is too great. The effort would be impossible. So the gold sits there, magnificent, untouchable, creating danger, and humans will never benefit from it. All that wealth, all that material humans have killed each other over exists in a place they'll never reach, created by an event they can't control, dangerous to approach. It's cosmic punishment for greed, yet the universe saying, you want gold, here's all the gold you could ever imagine, and it will kill you if you get close to it. The irony is perfect and terrible, because humans will never stop chasing wealth. Even knowing about the neutron star collisions, knowing about the gold created in cosmic violence, knowing it's inaccessible, humans will still pursue wealth, still hoard it, still sacrifice for it, because the human condition is to want, to accumulate, and to treasure material goods despite their fundamental meaninglessness. Somewhere out there, two neutron stars are spiraling toward collision, not hypothetically, actually right now, orbiting each other, getting closer. The collision is inevitable. When it happens, gold will be created, radiation will be released, gravitational waves will travel outward, and we'll be watching, detecting, analyzing, and doing nothing to prepare, because the collision might occur millions of light years away, far enough that the danger never reaches us, far enough that the gold never comes close, or it might occur closer, much closer. There are neutron star binaries within a few thousand light years of Earth. If one of those systems reached collision while you're alive, the burst could potentially reach Earth. The timing would have to be precise, the distance would have to be right, but it's not impossible. and we wouldn't know until the burst arrived. You now understand something most people don't. The gold you treasure was created in apocalyptic collisions. The wealth you pursue is fundamentally meaningless. And the universe is laughing at the irony. Humans will die. Surrounded by gold they can't take with them, having sacrificed for wealth they can't use, having missed the point entirely. And somewhere, a neutron star collision is creating more gold, more wealth, more meaningless material, entering a universe that doesn't care about human values, like this video. Comment your thoughts about greed and meaning. Subscribe because more videos explore the universe's cruel ironies. And share this video. Let people understand that the gold we chase is born from catastrophe, that our greed is cosmically insignificant, that wealth matters only while we're alive to value it. The collision is coming, the gold is being created, and we're all going to die anyway.